motion to receive and file payment to Turfix for removal and required preparation of storage for the indoor turf for the boarded field at Taylor Sports Plex for an amount not to exceed $2,875. Amount to be paid for by the Taylor Sports Plex operating account. Mr. Doba.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a vendor that I thought we had a blanket for. We'll have a blanket for them next year. We used to have Oakwood synthetic turf do this service. They went defunct, and so the best company doing the research is a company in the west side of the state. So they came out, removed the seams, the glue, the Velcro, properly prepped it, rolled it, and used the forklift to store it. The reason that we have to do this in this manner is this is 17,000 square feet of this turf. It's a couple $100,000 of turf, and you just don't roll it. You've got to prep it, and so they'll be our. And the reason we took it off, we haven't had this expense in a while, but we started inline hockey, and it's really, doing well. So we have to get the turf off so we can play in the sport court.
So this rolls out, and then when you're done with it, you roll it back up. And where's it stored at?
It's in the sports plex. They do store it, but it's on racks, so it's properly stored so that nothing happens to it when we re-roll it out.
Is it like on one of those swimming pool things?
No, it's just in holders, but they roll it and then they bind it and then put it in these holders. So it's pretty important. I mean, it's just not like our parks crew or anyone like that, because they got to cut the seams and the glue and stuff.
Okay.
So.
Did we just have something over there for soccer or something?
No, we had a alumni Red Wing game, which was to benefit the animal shelter of both Romulus and Taylor. Oh no, we played one field in. Yeah.
Didn't they have some little program for kids or something?
Little kickers.
Still goes.
It still goes.
Okay.
This allows us to have inline hockey and indoor soccer through the summer months.
We got video of my grandson in there.
Oh yeah.
Like, where's that at?
That's the wall-to-wall.
Okay.
Any other questions, Mr. Doback, on this item? All right, thank you. Item 16 is a motion to approve Great Lakes Contracted Solutions, LLC, low quote for the city contract approved by council for cement replacement unit pricing. Services are to replace unsafe failing concrete at multiple city-owned buildings for an amount of $40,891 plus a 15% contingency to be funded through TBA Capital Outlay. Mr. Doback.
So, Lilo, you want to speak to this?
We got pretty aggressive with this plan last year, council. City Hall from Pine Street to Birch Street, that includes the court, fire station. We replaced where there was trip hazards, failing sidewalks, entrances, things of that nature. So this kind of wraps up the program now. The buildings are listed, the library, the rec center. You have multiple buildings, the animal shelter, that have areas that are just not safe for the public to be entering and exiting.
I noticed at the front of the building, that lip's kind of raising a little bit, like as it starts to. Are we able to shave that? Yeah.
Let me see what happens when the frost.
That's what I was
wondering. I wouldn't be surprised if that levels back out. If it doesn't, we can ground it.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, but this wall out here is.
It's shifting. Yeah, we're gonna have to remove it. Yeah, it's gonna be to come down.
I'm telling you, my grandkids, they'll throw all those rocks out.
Yeah, just do it in a couple hours, it'll be done.
You know what we do? We make that the egg hunt next year. And a bunch of eggs, and all the kids got to throw the rocks in the truck.
I went out this weekend, there must have been 30 rocks in my driveway.
Was this the same company that we've been using all along?
Great Lakes is the company that has the city's contract, and they provided when this went out for bid. This was our pricing for unit pricing for sidewalks and things of that nature too. That was also included, yes.
And after all this, then we're done?
Unless more surfaces over next winter. Yeah, we always hope not with cement, as you guys know. We salt, plow, and things happen. So this brings all the buildings up to par though for now.
Mr. Chairman, if I could clarify the councilman's question. This is the former Fiore concrete that went through the trouble that they went through, and they've gone through a name change. Clerk Council has looked at the name change. They've divested from the individual involved, and that's. I just to answer your question, so you all know who we're dealing with. That's who it is.
But this is
So-
CRA cement under a different name.
They're no longer Fiore anything anymore, is my understanding.
So
correct?
who's the owner?
That's correct, still,
Huh?
one of the owners purchased the remaining shares from
So they did.
Fiore, yeah, and we had the attorney look at all the documentations and check their, everything, and it's all
Yeah, I
legit.
heard that they did do that, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can we get
Yeah.
those documents, because I'd like to make
For
sure
sure.
I have.
Yep, I can provide those out to you.
So again, it's not Fiore any longer, it's the
Correct.
person that he was partnered with at one point?
They were the ones doing all the work anyhow, but that's correct. We'll give you, I believe you have all the.
I have everything. I have the articles of incorporation and the response from Gus when he reviewed the documents. I can pull it.
Is there any other questions for item 16? Okay, thank you. Item 17 is a motion to approve Lilo Construction Company, Inc., low quote to remove failing pavers and concrete multiple locations at Heritage Park and install exposed aggregate concrete for an amount with a 15% contingency not to exceed $32,859 to be funded through TBA Capital Outlay. Again, this is Mr. Yulin. You can go ahead and speak to this.
Do you have any questions? I apologize. So at Heritage Park, you have multiple areas, Maggie's Sweet Shop. They put pavers in many years ago, and they're failing, as they did in City Hall Plaza. And what we did here is exposed aggregate. It's a great look, aesthetically pleasing to the eye, as opposed to just gray concrete. So this will be where the benches sit, where a lot of the pavers that failed are out. The walking paths up to the log cabin, up to the sawmill, Maggie's Sweet Shop. It's going to replace all the failing pavers. And this is the product we're going.
Have we done business with this contractor before?
We have. He actually, through the quote process last year, he did the plaza here, the exposed aggregate, so we took that back out. We took the same concept out for bid, the same install, exposed aggregate, and he won this one also.
Are you also doing the schoolhouse?
Schoolhouse, yes.
Okay, and remember I talked to you about using those, because the ones up to the, here for the museum, I don't think should be moved.
No, yeah.
Okay, but we have that little triangle spot there,
Okay.
so could we use some of those bricks to put in that little triangle to eliminate the grass and weeds that are?
Yeah,
growing?
we could palletize them, as I said. Yeah, we can palletize them and put them over there.
Okay,
Set them over
I
there
would
for you.
appreciate that.
Councilman Woolley?
What is it our goal to eventually get away from pavers?
Ultimately,
Okay.
because
Ultimately,
they do
these are
have.
still-
No, I understand, but
Yeah,
we're
we
just
should put a lot
constantly
of money
fixing
into
these
it.
pavers and you can see where,
Yeah.
As we go, we're
Yeah,
getting.
we
Right.
should.
Yeah, we put some
Right.
on it.
I mean, they look nice for a few years and then they
Yeah.
start to shift, and so I think that's the best way to go. Yeah.
Until they start doing that,
Right.
I say, get them out.
And Mr. Chairman, if I may, I think there's still a significant amount of brick paver work at the Sports Plex. We've looked at that. That will also likely all come out soon. Eventually, all the brick pavers in the park, and I would even advise really taking a long, hard look at the ones that you don't want to remove, because they're going to fail, and they're going to fail quickly. And then we're going to have to pay a higher charge to get them to come back out and do it. I guess it's better to be proactive than reactive, because the brick pavers they just don't last. I mean, I know that at the intersections, the MDOT spec is a little bit different, because they're laying them on a concrete base. So what they're doing is they're essentially digging an 8-inch hole, they're pouring a 4-inch concrete slab, and they're placing the pavers directly on that so it doesn't shift. So those, I think, will last a long time, but they're designed to sustain cars and trucks that run over the curb. When they just do them in the slag sand, they just don't last.
Right. Any other questions for this item? Item 18 is a motion to approve the low bid to Frank's Landscaping Supplies LLC to provide landscaping for Charter Oak subdivision. Funds provided from developers escrow account. Mr. Bach.
Hey, Keith, if I could, just before Keith gives you the overview on this, this is the subdivision at Goddard and Inkster, like behind the charter school. This is a private development, so these are private roads. These are everything about this is private. I'll let Keith speak to the item, but there is some current standing water issues over there. I know that the group has come to the council meeting in the past. Essentially, this is their property. They're going to have to look at getting some maintenance done to the retention pond and possibly the storm sewer system. But they've got some issues over there that they're gonna have to address soon. This will address, I think, the issue that they came to council last year to address. So,
That's exactly it. This is sort of in a response to them coming to the council meeting last year. And we approached the developer on getting some of these items done, and they just left the city and forfeited their bonds, so we don't even want it. And what we did is, I think their bond that they left is in an area of around $20,000. So it's, yeah, so we went out to bid. This is just the berm off of Brest Road at the back entrance there, to do some landscaping and address that area.
So where's this located again?
on Goddard, off of Goddard Road, the charter school and Goddard just before Inkster,
The other side of Holland.
Oh, okay.
behind there.
Oh, okay.
It's a new development, and I do believe it's a completed development. The developer, the only thing that he really did before he left is he did put streetlights in, and they were quick on it. I mean, I was out there today, they didn't do any restoration where they put the footings in for the streetlights or anything. He put the footings in, the lights in, and he just left them.
Are they an association?
Yes.
Then wouldn't their association fees pay for this?
In theory.
And our ordinance, for the way our ordinance is written, for the amount of escrow they had to put up when they went through planning, it is supposed to be used to restore whatever they want.
Okay, so we're using his money.
Yes.
We are for this, but what it doesn't solve is the other issue which they have right now, which is the standing water. Do you want to just speak to that? Just
Yeah, I went and looked at it today. I mean, they do have an issue there. Their pond is, and it's a retention pond for as far as we can see, so there's no outlet. And the way it's designed that we can see, I'm gonna pull some plans out because I did it at the end of the day today. There's a swale that go towards Brest Road behind the houses. It looks like it's a designed swale, almost like a ditch, and then it's supposed to flow into the county drain. When we went to look at the county drain off of Brest Road, there's an obstruction somewhere from the retention pond to the swale to the county drain, because it is not draining into the county drain.